Chris Lytle here with MMA Fighting. Chris Lytle, you're retired. What are you doing here?
Well, retirement was getting boring, so I retired from MMA, not boxing. I never retired from boxing. Now, this is just an extension of boxing. Now that they got it legalized here, bare knuckle boxing, I figure I'm going to try this out.
Boxing was your first love in combat sports, correct?
No, that's incorrect. People think that I was an MMA guy first, wrestler, MMA, and then I started doing pro boxing in the middle, and I enjoyed that. So I just started doing a lot more pro boxing for a while. And then I went, I was doing pro boxing and MMA, and then they offered me a UFC contract, and I had to take it.
So what have you been doing since your last MMA fight?
Well, the reason I retired from MMA wasn't really, I was doing very well. I'd won 5 out of my last 6 fights, but I just wasn't being home enough. I had 4 kids. They were starting to get older, and so, to be honest with you, I just spent a lot of time with my kids. Now I've got 2 of them who are out of the house, college and whatnot, so I have a little bit more free time, and I'm able to get back and train. I was training the whole time. The way I look at it, I wasn't really retired. I was just training for this for the last 7 years, so I was ahead of the curve.
When you went up there to the podium for your press conference, you mentioned everything else, MMA, boxing, that's a contest.
Yeah.
This is a fight. What do you mean by that?
Well, by that I mean if you really watch the first UFC fights and early boxing, any of that type of stuff, people came out there and they just want to punch the other guy in the face as hard as they could. They want to fight. It ain't that anymore. People just want to go out there and they want to win a contest. They want to try to hold a guy down or out jab. That's weak. Nobody likes that. My man right here doesn't like that. We want to go out there. We want to hurt people. That's the goal of this. That's why people forgot the damn fist fight. That's what this is. I want to hit you as hard as I can. This sport still has that, and that's why this sport is going to take off. Because people want to see people beat the shit out of the other guy. They don't want to see a person out jab a guy or try to win a decision. They want to see people get hurt. That's why I do this. That's why I want to be here, and that's why he wants to be here, and that's why the fans want to see. So this sport is going to blow up for the next couple of years because of that reason right there and right there only. It's not a contest. This is a fight.
What do you know about your opponent? Because
apparently not very much, because I thought I was fighting this other guy over here. So I watched a video or two, and I know he's a little shorter than me. He's going to probably come with hard right hands, probably hard left hooks. He's going to try to knock me out, and that's what I want. I want people trying, like I said, I want people, the name of this game is to try to hurt the other person. At the end of the day, it gets down to the basics. That's what it is. I want to try and be slick. I want to try and hit the guy, not get hit as much, but I want it to be a fist fight. I want him to come after me, and I want to come after him, and I want to, prove I'm a tougher guy and raise my hand at the end of the day.
And last thing, how is training different for a fist fight rather than even a boxing match?
Training is way different. I mean, with this, you have to know you can't take punches like you can in boxing or MMA. You get little punches, they're going to get cut open. So I've had to work on being slicker, not always prove I'm the toughest guy out there. Don't get in there and trade punches. I got to move more. I got to be slicker. I got to actually apply the sweet science of boxing into this, where I got to hit and not get hit. That's different. I used to go in there and trade punches, trying to get away from that, because one traded punches, you can get cut open, your fight's over for the night.
And actually, one last thing. How are the nerves for this? You've been out to competition for a while. I mean, how are the nerves different for, I guess, bare knuckle fist fighting rather than, say, your MMA matches?
Now, to me, I mean, the nerves are the same if it's an MMA match, a boxing match, bare knuckle boxing, grappling, anything where I'm going to go out there with another person one-on-one. They're going to try and, humiliate me, embarrass me, make me look bad. That pressure's there and that nerves are there. So, I think it's just like anything. Once you've done it so many times, I've probably done it over 100 times in my life. It's in the back of your head. It is what it is. You're used to it. So, I mean, it's going to be a while because I haven't done it as much lately. But I still can fall back on my experience, and that should carry me over, I think.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.